I want to state something that you've said many times as you have made your request for Mario Cristobal, that this is not any indictment on Manny Diaz as a person. I'm sure he's a quality individual. It's not that he did anything wrong, that he did anything overtly wrong in regards to mismanaging the program from that standpoint, didn't do anything outside the rules. By all indications, gave it an honest effort, did his best, but just did not meet the standards of what the program sees for itself.
Again, I do appreciate that. It's you get into these absolutes, and in media, what we do, people believe that we are just absolutes, and if you root for this person, then you're anti this person. If you believe in what someone else does, that means you're completely opposite of them, and you know you're the spawn of Satan. That's not what this is about. We're dealing with people. Now, I've been very critical, and that's true. I've been critical of Manny Diaz as a coach, and I've come here multiple times and said, and even Cam Underwood has said it. When we are critical as media, we speak about these players and these coaches. We're talking about them as far as their profession. Okay, we're not speaking about them as far as the human being. That's someone's child. He is Manny Diaz Senior's son, and his mother's son. So I'm not here to um, disrespect him or to step on his name. I think that he inherited something that was solid, but had to have someone who knew how to do a rebuild. Like I just spoke about, Mario had done that to a certain extent with Oregon. He inherited a team from Willie Taggart. Yes, that team did have Herbert on it, a first-round quarterback, and yes, did he not use Herbert to the full extent? That is true, but he has openly thought about that and openly spoke about the fact that he needed to grow as a coach and go find an offensive coordinator that can help in modern day coaching and how we do that. So again, when it comes to Manny Diaz, I think that he's going to fall on his feet somewhere. It could be with his connections at Utah State, could be in any one of his connections in the SEC, could also be going and being a defensive coordinator at a Power Five school. I believe that he's going to go and be a defensive analyst, or maybe even take a head coaching job at a lower level Group of Five FCS. Um, in my opinion. So again, the people who today, it is sad for them because they do lose a job. You don't root for, especially with me wanting to get into coaching and working on that. You don't root for people to lose their jobs because they have families and things that they have to feed. But when it comes to what you do on that football field, everything is scrutinized. Everything um, is up for judgment. So we're hoping that he can fall on his feet because at the end of the day, the University of Miami has moved on now with a different person. And I think Manny Diaz can step away and do the same thing and fall on his feet somewhere else.
So I didn't read into it or draw any timelines, but there's a lot of talk as Jet Mech is making a comment here about the logistics and the timing and Miami keeping Manny employed while negotiating with Mario Cristobal and whether that could have been handled better.
Um, I want to be careful as how I say this because, Mark, I'm gonna just be bluntly honest with you. This happens a lot of places. Okay, it happens a lot of places. These things, coaches up and leave, programs look. I understand that I mean, they must have sent out a public service announcement on the ESPN. I mean, everybody with a blue check attached to ESPN decided to comment on the way that Miami is being ultra disrespectful towards Manny Diaz. Now, again, I'm not here to take low blow shots at what he did to Temple. Um, so, you can look into that as it be. These things do happen. And he still was employed by the University of Miami and still being paid by the University of Miami. So therefore, he was still doing his job. I understand that the University of Miami doesn't have an athletic director. So at that time, we do currently have an athletic director now, from Clemson, so he helped build there. We'll get to that part. But those things do happen in the coaching industry where people are going to be looking out um, for themselves. And I get it, man. reports that he was out recruiting, and he canceled a trip to South to California because he found out that we were looking for Mario. I could understand in some people's eyes that it is immorally wrong. If you understand and follow the coaching industry, these things do happen. Okay.